The senior partner, Mr. Harris, a man in his late 50s, pinches the bridge of his nose. He looks at Addison across the polished mahogany table.
Addison, no. Absolutely not. The firm will not be taking the Michael Vance case. The man is a pariah. The evidence is a mountain. Taking this case is career suicide.
Which is exactly why he needs a real defense. The media has already convicted him. The DA's office is treating it like a victory lap. Doesn't that bother you? Innocent until proven guilty isn't just a suggestion. It's the foundation of everything we do.
Another partner, Jessica, sighs, swirling the coffee in her mug.
It's a loser, Addison. A high-profile, reputation-shattering loser. Vance was found practically standing over the body of his biggest rival, Michael Anderson. His prints are on the weapon. We have a witness. We're a small firm. We can't afford to be publicly crucified for defending the city's most hated man.
We fight for the underdog. That's why I joined this firm. There is no bigger underdog right now than Michael Vance.
He's not an underdog. He's a shark. A billionaire shark who finally bit off more than he could chew. Let some other firm take the PR hit.
If the evidence is so perfect, then the prosecution has nothing to fear from a vigorous defense. And if it's not, if there's even a 1% chance he's innocent, then we have a duty. I have a duty. They don't get it. This isn't about winning or losing. It's about making the system prove its case. It has to be fair, even for him. Especially for him.
Addison looks from Harris to Jessica, her expression unyielding.
I'll take the lead. You can assign it to me personally, not the firm. But I am not walking away from this.
Mr. Harris stares at her, a long, frustrated silence hanging in the air.
Fine. But when this blows up in your face, don't say I didn't warn you. The DA assigned Michael Thompson to prosecute. He's not going to go easy on you.
Addison, carrying her overstuffed briefcase, walks with purpose. A voice cuts through the noise.
Well, well, look what we have here. Addison Chen, fighting for truth, justice, and the billionaire way.
Addison stops, turning to face her former mentor. Michael Thompson leans against a pillar, a cynical smirk on his face. He looks tired, his suit slightly rumpled.
Michael, I was hoping to have a professional relationship on this.
Oh, this is me being professional. The unprofessional version involves me laughing you out of the building. Seriously, Addison? Michael Vance? I taught you better than this. Don't break your shiny new law degree on a slam dunk.
A slam dunk is what you call it when you don't want to look too closely at the evidence.
I've seen the evidence. It's a work of art. My only problem is deciding which life sentence to ask for. Do yourself a favor. Plead him out. Save everyone the time. He pushes off the pillar and pats her shoulder condescendingly as he walks past. Don't let your idealism get a good man convicted by a jury who hates his lawyer.
He thinks I'm a child. Good. Let him. He won't see me coming.
The room is cold and minimalist. A thick pane of reinforced glass separates Addison from her new client. Michael Vance sits perfectly still, hands folded on the metal table. He wears a standard orange jumpsuit, yet somehow makes it look tailored. He doesn't look like a man accused of murder. He looks bored.
Mr. Vance, I'm Addison Chen. We spoke on the phone.
Michael's eyes, which seem to hold an impossible depth, slowly track to her. He says nothing. He just watches. His calm more unnerving than any protestation of innocence would be.
The arraignment is tomorrow. I reviewed the prosecution's initial discovery file. It's substantial. They claim to have security footage, a witness, and your fingerprints on the murder weapon.
They claim. An interesting choice of words.
It's my job to question what they claim. But to do that, I need your help. I need to know your version of events. I need to know if you're innocent.
The truth, Miss Chen, is a concept that has changed with the telling over many centuries. Are you interested in the law? Or are you interested in the truth?
What kind of question is that? He's not acting like a client. He's acting like he's interviewing me. The law is the only tool I have to get to the truth. So for now, let's focus on that. Where were you on the night of Michael Anderson's murder?
I was delivering a keynote address to our investors in Tokyo.
He says it simply, a fact, not an alibi.
Via live stream?
Yes, my CTO, Leo Carter, can provide you with the full, unedited recording, along with the access logs from our server. It was a major corporate event. He leans back, his gaze never leaving her. Tell me, Miss Chen, why did you take this case when all your sensible colleagues advised against it?
Because I believe everyone deserves a defense.
An idealist. How refreshing. Be careful. The world has a tendency to punish idealism most severely.
Addison's office is small, cluttered with law books and case files. She and her paralegal, Riley Wilson, are huddled over a large monitor.
Okay, this is the security footage from the alley behind Anderson's office, the prosecution's Exhibit A.
On the screen, grainy night vision footage shows a figure moving down a dark alley. The figure's build and expensive suit match Michael Vance.
Zoom in.
Riley types. The image pixelates, but the figure's face becomes slightly clearer. It looks like Michael, but something is wrong.
What is that? It's like a distortion, a heat haze.
I know, right? I ran a diagnostic. There's no file corruption, no signal degradation. The camera was working perfectly. But his image, it's like it's smeared. A digital blur. I've never seen a glitch like it.
Michael called the evidence a work of art. But this is flawed. It's wrong. Why does it look like that?
Addison stares at the screen, a knot tightening in her stomach. The figure on the video moves with a chilling purpose, disappearing into the building where Michael Anderson was found dead minutes later.
It's not enough. A defense attorney complaining about a weird glitch won't create reasonable doubt. We need something concrete, something impossible to refute.
Okay, I'm pulling up the metadata from the security footage and cross-referencing it with the file Mr. Carter sent over from Vance Industries, the Tokyo speech.
On one side of the screen, the alley footage plays. On the other, a crisp 4K video shows Michael Vance on a stage, speaking to a packed auditorium.
Okay, let's check the timestamps. The prosecution's video places the suspect entering the crime scene at 10:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Addison watches the distorted figure on the left screen.
And the speech?
Riley's fingers freeze over her keyboard. Her eyes go wide.
Addison?
What is it, Riley?
Riley points a trembling finger at the screen, at the two video feeds playing side by side.
The timestamp on this video! It says Michael was at the crime scene at the exact same time he was giving a live-streamed speech to investors in Tokyo. Look, the stream is live, unedited. There are thousands of witnesses.
Addison's eyes dart between the two screens, the distorted man in the alley, the clear, confident man on the stage in Tokyo. The two timestamps, identical, down to the second.
He can't be in two places at once.